Hello everyone. I'm gonna wait a little bit this time for people to join, unlike last time where I acted like everyone's clock was synced to mine by the minute. So we're just gonna hang out in the shop for a minute until some people hop on. Maybe hang out with little man and his baby chicks. He's pretty excited that they're here. Not sure if he's more excited or if Ryan is more excited to watch him have baby chicks, but they're both pretty thrilled. What's in there? What's in there? Those are the babies? Yeah. So this is our sort of temporary brooder. Wasn't really the plan. We normally start them outside right away because normally the middle to end of April in Texas is warm enough with a heat lamp for them to be outside, but it's really, really cold for the next few days. There. Oh, I guess I don't have good reception. Hi, Aunt Brenda. Hi, Aunt Teresa. Can you say hi, Aunt Brenda? Hi, Aunt Teresa. Too enthralled with the baby chickens. Look at those. Yeah, so this is our temporary setup just to keep them a little bit warmer. Hence the sort of rigged up appearance of everything. What they normally would go in is that chicken tractor right there, which we'll go look at. Hi, Mrs. Gale. Thanks for joining us, everybody. So we'll go look around a little bit now that some people have joined. You want to go show them the piggies? Yeah? Okay, yeah, we'll show them the piggies. Okay. I got them in my pocket. So our original plan was to walk around and plant bee food, but it's kind of windy here today, which thankfully it's calmed down for a second, so hopefully y'all can hear me pretty well. But it's pretty windy, which is not the ideal conditions to be spreading tiny little flower seeds. So we'll just kind of walk around, show y'all some of the things that we do, and y'all are welcome to ask any questions. You get in the gate, buddy? And we'll just kind of see where it goes, see where we end up. Right now, it's actually, I didn't plan it this way, but I would have planned it this way if I had thought about it. All of our animals are kind of in the same pasture right now because we just moved our pigs to their new pond spot, which is in the same pasture that the cows are in right now. And our chickens are up here in the same pasture as well. So we're heading down into, this is actually the local highway people used to mine dirt from this property, and this is one of the holes that they got it from to build up the highway. So this is actually, the previous owner had used it as a shooting range because it's got a great berm behind it, and they left their targets, and so we've been able to clean it up and get her. Yeah, he's catch up. He's pretty busy little boy when he gets it in his mind that we're going to the piggies. It's just a beeline. Mommy meanders. He kind of sprints. But yeah, so down in here, this is where the pigs are now. We're hoping that they can seal this because it does hold water for several days after it rains. And so far, it hasn't been hot since they've been in here, so it's still holding water. So we'll see how much they help. Say, piggy piggies! Piggy. They went up the hill. They're hiding from us. Say, we have a treat for you. Where'd they go? They're hiding. Say, piggy piggies! Come on, let's go find them. Let's see if we can find them.
And go up the a mountain and jump.
They went up a mountain. Let's see. There they are. Trying to go up the mountain. Come here, pretty piggies. Come on, pretty piggies. Say, I have a treat for you. They said, nope. No thanks. But yeah, so hopefully we can get this sealed up almost all the way to where the fence is, all the way around. That's another benefit of us using this electric fencing, is that we can move them to all the different places right now that we want them to clear the underbrush or seal up a pond. Come here. You want an apple? Come get it. And if we had stationary fencing, we wouldn't be able to do that. We would have invested a lot in some stationary fencing and then wouldn't have anything left to keep moving them around. So it can be a pain when they escape, but oops, that didn't go very far. Come on, piggies. But we like using it, especially while we're having to repair this whole property.
I'm gonna do it.
You want to throw another one? Okay. Throw it far. That was a good one. Come on. Okay, that's the last one. That's the last one. Yeah, you got it in the water. Say, come on, girls. Right now we're just down to the 2 pigs. We've been able to get some butcher spots for all the rest of them, and we're kind of starting over because we're getting our breeding pigs. He brought a funnel to use as his horn to call all the animals. Well, maybe we'll come back and swing back by the pigs if they feel like coming down later. But we're starting over with breeding stock in the middle of May. We're getting some new piglets that are very tame, very good mamas, pasture raised. So we're kind of just dwindling down, and we'll start over fresh, which will be kind of nice. Oh, need to move this. That's the other. So electric fencing is great in the things that we are able to do with it, but stuff like that can be a major problem. So we have to come check every day just to make sure that we don't have any shorts in the fence, because moving pigs is not fun at all. I love them. They're the only animal in creation that has a plow on the end of their nose, and we try to utilize that quality to dig up our property and to get things more fertile, get into the hibernating seed bank and all of that kind of thing. And I love all of the things that they're able to do, but they're very blind and very stubborn, not cooperative animals. I would rather move any other animal on the farm. So escaped pigs is when we have the worst days here. So we're gonna head back up the other side of this berm and go see the different kinds of chicken tractors that we have. We have 3 different kinds. Come on, buddy. We have 2 that we use. I'm waiting. I'm here. We have 2 that we use for our meat birds, and then a 3rd that we use for laying hens, which we'll be building another of those shortly, hopefully, because we've been asked to raise eggs for somebody else as well, which is an exciting opportunity. So we'll go look at the 2 different kinds of meat bird tractors we use, which, if you're into homesteading or interested in any of this regenerative agriculture kind of stuff, John Siskovich is kind of one of the leaders with pastured poultry. And that's one of the styles of tractors that we built. And then Joel Salatin, of course, for anyone in the homesteading world, you've heard of him. That's the other model that we built. So these are our 2 meat bird tractors. which obviously are in need of some repair. Another reason that the chicks are where they are right now. So this is a Siskovich style. It's nice because you can go inside of it. It is a pain to build because chicken wire is not super cooperative, but I love the Siskovich tractor. It's by far my favorite. We put a shade tarp over it. We hang the feeder and the water in there. And then we can put plastic over it and use it for a greenhouse. We've used it when the vets are coming out. We put all the cats in there just so we don't lose anybody in the shop or something in the woods when we're getting shots done for the cats. We've put piglets in there. Cohen thinks it's his little playhouse. So this is the one we've had the longest. I really love it. There's wheels on the back. We prop them up so it lifts the back end off the ground for us. Then we pick up the front end with this chain and then pull it and walk slowly, and the chickens move along, and then they're on new grass, new forage, no more yesterday's fecal matter, all that stuff. So it creates a very clean, healthy environment for the chickens, and it gives us a way to fertilize our pastures and protect them from hawks all in one. This is the Joel Salatin style. So this is actually, Joel Salatin does it out of wood, and that would be much more cost effective. But this one, someone was going out of business, pretty much gifted it to us. They welded it. It's amazing. This is an incredible find for us. So each one of these will hold about 100 meat birds, and only because we move them every day. If they were in just one spot all the time, obviously it would need to be bigger, but we move them every day, so they're all getting new, fresh space. Also, meat birds don't really love to run around a lot, not the kind that we have. So a smaller space is fine for them. But this one, again, the wheels pop up. This one has wheels on all four corners. And then Munchkin can actually pretty much push it by himself, even though it's completely metal and extremely heavy. The wheel system that they put on that is pretty nice. So I do like using that one too, but getting chickens out of that one is a little bit more difficult, as opposed to the Siskovich that you can stand up inside of. This one, you kind of have to use a net or send a toddler to go catch chickens. So over this way, we're gonna head over this way to our laying hen tractor. This we call the Eggmobile. It's significantly bigger. It's a flatbed trailer. Come on, Bubba. Thank you. That we converted. This actually, we didn't convert this one. We found this one on Facebook as well. Another person going out of business. I don't want other farmers to go out of business, but it's worked out well for us so far. Right when we need another chicken tractor, one shows up on Facebook. So that's been pretty nice. So come here, Bubba. This way. This is our laying hen chicken tractor train. So this trailer in the back currently has the water drum on it, so we can fill that, pull them anywhere on the property, and they will have water. We are in the process of building a feed bin to put on it and a second water container so that we can take them into the very back, leave them rotating in that pasture for a while without having to pull the whole thing up front. The bottom of this trailer is expanded metal, so all their manure can fall through. We do have to kind of encourage it sometimes with a shovel, just scrape it across and it falls right through. Their nesting boxes are in there. This is a fly trap, which at some point I'm going to make a video for everyone. Changed our world with those fly traps that my father-in-law and Ryan found. So that's where the chickens hang out right now. They're in this space that is going to be our garden and orchard in the future when we have a full-size market garden. So they'll just be rotating kind of back and forth along this whole fence line for now. Samson's in here. He's still in there today because I don't trust him right now. He's in a little bit of trouble. He got one of the chickens. I'm not 100% sure it was him because we have new chickens, so the other chickens might have messed with the new chicken, but I don't trust him all the way, so he's still in his little pen in the chicken coop, bonding with his charges. These are our rollaway nest boxes, and the chickens just go up in here. They feel safe and secure with those little curtains, and the eggs roll away so they can't peck at them, they can't get them dirty, and we're able to utilize a lot more of our eggs that way. These are they're big feeders for when we supplement a little bit of food, and so that's kind of that's our eggmobile. We're building a second one, like I said, and then hopefully our max capacity for egg layers. What is it, buddy? Is that chicken trying to be too friendly with you? Okay, say no thank you. Hopefully that'll take our max capacity to about 600 egg layers, which, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here. She just wants to say hi. Hello. Hello. She's not, Bubba, hey. She's not going to do anything. Why are you nervous? You okay? Want to go see the cows? And go show them the sheep? You like sheep. These are all of our new little chickens. They're a couple months old. They won't start laying for a few more months, but they're integrating into the flock pretty well, except for that one that I'm not sure who got it, but we'll see. Hopefully I can trust the dog again. But we, as I said, we have everyone kind of in the same pasture right now. So we rotate. Usually the cows will go. In the summer, we cut it into sections, this big pasture. And we put the cows in a section, and then we send the chickens in after them. And the chickens will spread the manure, eat any larvae that's in the manure, so it kind of helps with fly control and all of that. And another reason for rotating multiple species behind each other is that...
I want to Papa's side.
Okay, we'll go on that side. Is that the parasites for each animal can't live in the other animals. So a cow parasite can't live in a chicken. So if we had cow parasites, we move them off of the section they're on, and then that would kind of break the cycle, the life cycle. They don't have hosts in that area anymore, so they would probably die off anyway. But then if you send the chickens in, they can kind of clean up, but also the parasites can't find a new host, so you can follow them pretty closely right behind each other, and that keeps your parasites under control. It gives different forms of nitrogen to the soil, and then obviously we give the land some rest afterwards. When you send the cows back in again after the chickens, they are heavier obviously than a chicken and help to stomp some of that chicken manure into the ground, and it just helps use up all those good nutrients. Okay, we'll go over there. We're gonna go see if any of the cows are having a baby. We're out here looking at cows, and 2 of them are for sure in milk. Let's go this way. And one, maybe that one laying down over there. I can't see her number. She had definitely lost some birth matter. So my guess is babies this weekend, 2 babies maybe. But one, I think one for sure by the end of this weekend. So, We also, I think 2 of our heifers did not get pregnant, so we will take them and have them processed, and keep some of the new heifers. Hopefully somebody will have a heifer baby. There's no babies. Oh. But hopefully, yes, a couple of them will have some heifers. And that one right there, laying down by the white one, she was a heifer baby from last year, when our magic cows, who were not supposed to have ever been able to be pregnant, had babies. So too bad that seems to have worn off, and we have a couple cows that aren't pregnant. It's nice having magically pregnant cows. That's the 2 white ones, and the one standing are steers. And they're all available for half cow shares if anyone is interested. The cows don't ever get any grain. They're ruminants. They're not designed to be able to digest grain, so we don't give it to them. They get different kinds of treats now and then, apples, pumpkins, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, we'll have some good, completely grass-fed meat available end of June. So if anyone's interested in that, we're gonna head this way. Gotta go up through this gate, and then we will go see some baby sheep. Cohen, what are baby sheep called? Lambs. And what are mommy sheep called? Do you remember? They're called Cohen. They're called a ewe. A ewe? Yeah. What's the daddy sheep's name? Do you remember what the daddy sheep's name is? Is it Walter? Walter. Yeah. Walter came to us with that name, and when we kept a ram lamb, because we would like to have 2 or 3 rams, we kept a ram lamb this last year and named him Winston. So we've got Winston and Walter. You gonna help Mama? Let me know if you need help, okay? Here, I'll help you. Let's see. Can you hold this for a minute? Can you hold this?
It is.
Okay, don't push it. Thank you.
It is.
Thank you. Can you shut it behind us so no cows follow us? Big helper. Yeah. And then we've got to grab, I think the chain's on this side, buddy. We'll loop that over. Okay. Let's go find some sheep. So another great part of having multiple species to rotate is, according to the Aggie Department of Agriculture, you can add a sheep and her lamb to a cow and a calf, and it won't add any more pressure to your pasture as far as grass goes, because they like to eat different species and varieties of grass. Yeah, he is a very good helper. I left the funnel there because I didn't want to carry it. So hopefully no dogs come and take it. But yeah, I'll try and remember to grab it on the way back. Thank you. But you can add a sheep to a cow, and they like different kinds of grass and forage and things. And so you end up with the same number of animal units, which is how we calculate how many animals we can have in our pasture. So a cow is 1 unit. That's kind of the rule of thumb. A horse is 4. A sheep is a quarter unit. But apparently you don't have to add any. Are you waking up? You want to wake up? Hey. You can just count it as not adding anything when you add a sheep. So that's kind of, I like those kinds of things, interesting things that I can geek out about, because Got a little sleeper riding along. Hee hee. She's teething, so naps have been a little bit rough lately. But so we're gonna head over to this shed, unplug the hot fence so we can go check out the sheep. There's some of the dogs in there, Mama, and then one dog we're trying to, Kona, we can't quite decide if she's gonna stay on the farm or not. Great Pyrenees are big and eat a lot, so as much as I would love to have all of the Great Pyrenees, we might have to pare it down a little bit. Wait. You want to drive Papa's Ranger? We'll drive it back, okay? We'll drive it on the way back. Let's go this way. We're going to go unplug the fence. Yep. Oh, you found a ladybug? Oh, you're going to find one? Yep. We like ladybugs, huh? They keep our garden safe. Yep. You gonna open the gate for me? Thank you, sir. Let me know if you want some help. Okay. Let's unhook it. There we go. We'll go unlock. So does anybody have any questions about anything so far? I can kind of talk about this kind of thing in a circle, talk about it all day long, and sometimes I get going in one direction and that's not really what anybody is interested in hearing about. I'm just a nerd and want to talk about it, so let me know if you've got anything that you would like to know about or like to see. There we go. And thankfully right now the sheep are all in the top pasture also. Whoop! You okay? Okay, you hook it back up so that it's easy to see them, because normally they're in the bottom down by the creek, and that's a good bit of a walk, probably. Oh, well, okay, let's go count baby sheep. Come on. The bees are doing good. You want to see the puppies first? Okay. The bees are doing good. We kind of forgot about them during that storm that we had, the crazy actually having winter in Texas storm. And we were so busy, like, how do we keep the puppies warm? How do we make sure cows have water? Are all the fences going to be working if we don't have electricity? Another problem with electric fence, but we don't usually have a huge problem with it. But so we were so preoccupied with all of that, we kind of forgot. Oh yeah, maybe we need to do something with the bees to help them stay warm. They did fine. They did great. We opened up the beehive. I'm actually working on a video to post for everyone. We opened them up. We checked on them. They're healthy enough that we're going to be able to split hives, get a couple new queens, and we'll have 4 hives now instead of 2. We'll leave the majority of their honey. Okay. You want to go in there, or you just want to pet them through the fence? Okay. Say, come here, puppy. Come here, Kona girl. So they're doing really, really well. We're going to be able to split the hives, double our hives this year. And hey, Bubba, back up, because there might be snakes we can't see there. Which is very, very exciting, because we really were nervous that we screwed up really bad by not giving them any kind of insulation or anything, because they're the newest thing on our homestead and we totally forgot to check on them. But yeah, they're good. We're going to be feeding them. We got a new kind of feeder that goes on the top, which this will be in the video. I obviously can't show anything inside of a beehive right now. But there's feeders that go on top that look like another piece of the bee box that hold 5 gallons of feed for them, which is just sugar water. And that goes on top, and they can get into it from inside the hive, which makes it so that other things like skunks or other bees and wasps and all that kind of thing can't get to it. We don't have a problem with bears here. So far the raccoons have left it alone. So that has been... Okay, we will. We're going to go see the sheep for just a minute. And so that's been the best feeder that we've had for the bees. Okay, once we go see the sheep, then you can drive Papa's Ranger. I'm going to go see the sheep and you can stay by the puppies then. So right now we've got most of the dogs are in the orchard at the moment. Because... Okay, we'll go in just a minute. Mama is leaving. The puppies, before she leaves, it'll be a little bit tricky to get the puppies to stay with the sheep and not come back to her. So they'll be in there for a little bit longer until she goes somewhere else, and then the rams will come in here, and the dogs will bond with the rams, and then they'll go out with all the lambs and the mamas once they're a little bit bigger. Do I recommend putting out beef sugar water if we don't have a hive? You can, yes. I would, you can do that. You have to put something in the container, like marbles or something that they can land on, because bees can drown actually pretty easily. Yes, look at Mommy. We will go that way. We will go that way. But Aunt Brenda, listen, Aunt Brenda and Aunt Teresa and Miss Gail and Aunt Carmen all want to see the baby sheep. Can we go show them? Let's go show them, and then we'll go that way, and you can show them Papa's Ranger. Okay? So yes, you can put that out. You have to, usually it's like a shallow dish, and you can put some marbles in it, and then the water doesn't cover, it goes up like halfway up the top marbles, and so then they can kind of, or rocks or whatever, and then they can land on those and kind of crawl down the side and get some of the sugar water and go back up. Another thing, it's more expensive, or if you have a garden, this works too. Like you can cut fruit or very sugary vegetables like a tomato, which I guess is a fruit. You can cut those in half and leave them cut side up. And people do this with watermelon or cantaloupe and things like that a lot. And you can put it out, and bees will come and eat the sugary water from inside the fruit or the vegetable is a good option also. Okay, so this is probably the most fun thing to look at the moment because there's all the babies. This is our sheep working system. Those are our neighbors over there. Orchard. But these are all of the sheep with all the babies. Everybody, since we're coming up, all the mamas are saying, "Where's my baby?" Normally, most of the lambs just kind of hang out together, play, sun themselves, and they'll all be in one area, and the moms will be a little bit off in another direction. Yep, that's Walter. But once someone comes out here, they say, "Okay, time to come back." So we've got 22 ewes at the moment, and last count we had 29 babies. So some of them did not have babies because we had lots and lots of twins. So some of them didn't have babies. The sheep we have not put ear tags on yet, which we'll probably do in the future just to make it easier. Oh, this one's gonna come right up to us. Let's see. Look, are you showing us your babies? Okay, just stay by Mama. Look, one of them gets brave, then all of them. Okay, I'm right here. There's the sheep. There's Samantha. Where's your baby? That is the one, 185, is the one that held out forever having her baby. But yeah, these are the sheep. They're some of my favorites. I love watching them. Sheep are peaceful, and I can work them completely by myself. I can catch them, put them through the system, load them in the trailer by myself with the kids. Obviously you have to still be careful, but it's not dangerous like if I was trying to do that with cows. I would never work cows with the kiddos. But sheep are pretty easy. Generally stay where you want. They will follow you. They're definitely my favorite to work with. Best tasting, in my opinion. Ryan doesn't agree. He's wrong. But I actually, my grandparents raised sheep for a long time. So, meat shish kebabs and all that was a big deal with them, with my dad's side of the family. And so we've eaten lamb growing up, and I love it. And it is has a little bit stronger of a flavor than some other meats, but Ryan loves venison and thinks that lamb is really, really strong, so that's confusing to me. But yep, we can go. There's one getting some milk. I love their little waggy tails when they get some milk. Once these guys go back down to the creek pasture where the rest of the pecan trees are, then we'll probably be rotating cows over this direction, just to do that healthy rotational grazing. But I don't think I can zoom while I'm doing a live video, but that's Daddy right there, Walter. He's got kind of a mohawk of white on the back of his head. And a good number of the babies this year came out with his little mohawk, which I thought was really cute. And I'm very curious if all of those are boys or not. And then we've got this one right here. Probably the most interesting marked little lamb that we've got. But that's a boy, so we're probably not keeping him because he's not the big hoss lamb that was born first. If we keep a ram lamb this year, it will be that first lamb that was born. He looks like he's about 6 months old already. And he's maybe almost 6 weeks old. So he's big. They're getting some more milk from mama. But that's where all the animals are for right now. And that'll probably kind of conclude the tour. Little puppies wandering around in there. Lots of bee food in the orchard. Our goal, we're eventually, once we split hives, this year we'll have 4, and then next year when we have 5 and 6, then we'll put 2 in the orchard. We have this orchard here, and then we have one along the front driveway, so we'll put a couple boxes there. And our property, so we're farming 160 acres, so we can probably get 10 hives on here without too much pressure. Bees will fly miles to collect pollen and nectar, but you still only want to put so many per acre, is what we were told by our mentor. So we'll probably get up to 10 hives here and be about maxed out. We'll see. But yeah, that was kind of the tour. I'll be putting up some more videos on YouTube with more tours, more information. But thank y'all for joining us for Earth Day. We do try very hard to take care of our planet on this farm. it's not going to take care of us if we don't take care of it. And also, I believe that we are told to take care of it. So we do our best. We always have room to grow, but we'll be committed to that. We'll keep being committed to that. We want this farm to be able to sustain our family even for generations. So we're definitely planning on taking care of it, and we really appreciate that y'all support us in all of those efforts. Raising animals that way is more expensive. It takes more time, but we think it's worth it, and we're very grateful that you think it's worth it as well. And I really appreciate y'all joining us today. Thanks.